All right, you guys, I'm coming to you from Lansing, Michigan, and I've got an emergency alert, and I'm telling you right now why you need to stop buying gold and silver. Let's get into it right now.
One stacker on a journey to find silver. International Stacker.
Hey guys, International Stacker here, and thank you and welcome back to another video. This is my channel. We're on the march towards 30,000. We're getting close, so please help me fight the algorithm, fight against the man trying to keep a crab down, and smash the like button. If you see a red button under any of the videos, that means you're not subscribed, so please subscribe. But ladies and gentlemen, I am issuing you an emergency alert. I've only done this one other time in the history of my channel, and I'm issuing an emergency alert to stop buying gold and silver immediately. Now, if you go look at the last time I did this, people are like, you're crazy, you're getting it wrong, you don't know what you're talking about. But hear me out. Give me a minute and 30 seconds of your life to make a point. I'm going to make it evidence-based. I'm going to give you evidence on why I'm thinking this. Oh, and quick out to my channel members. YouAreTheBomb.com. Hey, look, that's Plumber Stagger right there. Okay, so why am I saying this? The only other time I've issued this alert in my entire life was right before, do I dare say the word beer flu? COVID-19. That was the only other time. And my thought process with that, which ended up coming true, was people are going to lose jobs, things were going to get hard, people are not going to have money, and then people are going to have to sell metals to survive. You don't want to put yourself in a position to where you have to sell metals to make a bill. Why? Because unless you've held it for a year or more, you're probably going to lose, okay? You're probably going to lose with gold and silver if you buy and sell immediately, unless you're doing some specific flips, which we do sometimes on this channel, and you all have actually made a lot of money, crabs, moolah, off those moves. Now, I'm going to make a few quick points to you on why you should stop buying gold and silver. I truly believe that you need to start stacking paper currency. I know, it's antithetical to stacking. Why is that? We've got hard times ahead of us. All you have to do is look on the internet or anywhere, and you see rising fuel prices. But look at this. This is for big rig truckers. They went from paying $300 to $400 to fill up to now over $1,000. Some are $1,200, some are $1,500 to fill their trucks. Do you think these big rigs hauling supplies, food, materials around the entire United States, literally the backbone of our country, you think that their fuel prices can more than double and it's not going to be passed on to you? The national average for us is, well, let me refresh this. I put this up yesterday. $4.80. Temporary slight pullback. We're only down 20 cents from its high, but look at diesel. We're at $5.73. We're only 8 cents off its high or 7 cents off its high. So fuel prices continue to be a thing. And if any of you saw the Biden administration's spokesman speaking on the new liberal world order or whatever that is, the gas price is not going down anytime soon. So GDP, and this is how you see if we're in a recession, if the GDP 2 quarters in a row are negative, right? So quarter one, we're negative 1.6. Here's a little bit better view on it. Quarter one, quarter two is coming in, and there's already early predictions out that it's going to be negative again. If you have 2 negative quarters in a row, that equals a recession. But I wanted to show you something. This wasn't long ago. This was in May. They're telling us the Nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimated that real gross domestic product, GDP, will go 3.1% in 2022. Do not forget that people are always telling you, oh, it's fine, there's no issues, everything's good, and to try to get you to buy into the lie. And that is obviously not true. And in May, they knew what was going on. Look at this. However, the Atlanta Fed's GDP measure now, which tracks economic data in real time and adjusts continuously, see second quarter output contracting by 2.1%. So we contracted by 1.6% negative in the first quarter. They're saying it's probably going to be negative 2.1%. What happened to that 3.1% growth? Are we already in a recession? Yes, according to Fed indicator with excellent track record, okay? But let me ask you a question. Do you remember when they said inflation was only temporary, it was a transitory and will wane? How long have I been warning you guys about inflation for the hidden tax? So long story short, gas is going to continue to be high and probably go higher. We're entering a recession most likely we'll know here in the next week or two. Inflation is out of control. Oh, 8.3, we're going to be fine. Bang, new high. Higher highs and higher lows are usually things you look for in stocks, guys, and I'm not a financial advisor, not inflation. And they said it's only going to be transitory. We're really up around 15, 16% if you look at the real inflation, how they've always calculated it on a website like Shadow Stats. But not only that, we're having food shortages around the world. Around the world. UN chief warns of catastrophe from global food shortage. So this all affects everything, guys. High gas prices, causing the cost of food to go up, and then less food being produced. Why? Well, Russia is one of the number one producers of fertilizers in the world, where the United States got a lot of the fertilizer from. If we don't, look at that guy looks like trouble. If we don't have fertilizer, that means farms are not going to yield the same amount of food, etc. There's been flooding, different disasters in different parts of the United States, so those places can't grow. The problem with Ukraine is it's got the most arable land of anywhere in Europe, so that's going to cause a food shortage in other countries like Africa and Asia, and then places like the United States and other countries are going to be called on to supply food. So is it going to be mass no food and starvation in the United States? No, I don't believe that. However, are things going to become scarce? Maybe you can't buy what you want. And are prices going to surge because of things like fuel price and shortages? 100%, I believe that. The whole point of this is before you stack another ounce of silver and gold, make sure you have enough cash to prepare yourself for the coming recession, for the coming increase in prices in all commodities that travel by truck, which is pretty much everything in the United States. And remember, the spokesman for the Biden administration literally said, it's for the preservation of the liberal world order. Americans need to be ready to stay committed. And even Biden came out and said, oh, as long as this thing's going on in Ukraine, gas prices are going to be high. Not to mention we hardly got any oil from Russia to begin with. And if we increased domestic production, maybe the prices would come down. Hey, but what do I know? But what I can tell you is you need to prepare. You need to have cash on hand. You need to have an emergency fund of at least $1,000. If you do not have that, get that first. Once you get that, you want to save up enough cash to have 3 to 6 months of covering your bases and your bills to help get you through this. Otherwise, if you do not, I promise you, you're probably going to end up having to sell some gold and silver, and you're going to sell it at a time you don't want to. And you may take a loss depending on when you bought the gold and silver. But if you bought it a while ago, you're okay. But just please contact me when you want to sell it, because I'm going to buy it all up and hoard it. And guys, a quick little plug, preparewithis.com. Preparewithis.com. The emergency food has still not gone up. Inflation's going to hit the emergency food, I promise. $247 for 4 weeks. It's on sale right now. $747 for a 3-month supply. It's good for 25 years. It's over 2,000 calories a day. You might find some cheaper deals out there, but look, we'll say 1,200 calories or 1,500 calories a day. Put it in a closet, forget about it. You don't want to be yelling for help from FEMA, yelling for help your local church or food pantry, Salvation Army. You want to be prepared. And I've been a proponent of emergency food for a long time for disasters, hurricane, flooding, ice storm that shuts everything down like we saw in Texas a year or two ago. You put this in a closet, you forget about it, hopefully never need it, but if you need it, you got it. And you can literally save your family, your friends, and your neighbors with this. And I did a video with like 5 young kids because the common comment I get is, oh, that food sucks. Have you ever tried it? Yeah, actually I have, and it doesn't suck. They rebranded and did a bunch more new foods, and it's great stuff. And I have a video of a bunch of children eating it and enjoying it. So anyways, 3-month supply, $747. 1 month supply, $247. This is for one person for 2,000 calories a day. 25 years, put in a closet, forget about it. Do not be yelling for help. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to be prepared. Cash, emergency food. And even if you don't buy my stuff, I'm fine with that. And thank you if you do, because it supports the channel. I get a little kickback off it. But even if you don't buy my stuff, which this is all the emergency food I buy. This is what I buy, this stuff, okay? Get some long-term canned food. Get some food that's not going to degrade. But not only could this food be used in disasters, but maybe things get so sparse that you can start supplementing your diet with some of this stuff. Or maybe things get so expensive for a month that you resort to this stuff while it's still at these fire sale prices. That's $2.76 a meal, okay? $2.76 a meal, roughly. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Am I right? Am I on base? Am I off base? Are we in trouble? Are things going to continue to crash down? Are gas prices going to decrease for some unknown reason? Are we in a recession? I say yes. Is inflation going to increase? Wait until we see the June inflation, guys. I have a feeling the June inflation is not going to be pretty. Things have only gotten worse. And look at here on this inflation website, it breaks down the different parts that are affected more than others. Export, import, food inflation, energy inflation, 34%. I don't know what to tell you guys. All I know to tell you is you need to be prepared. If I'm wrong, you got a pile of cash, then you buy gold and silver deal next time it hits. If I'm right, you don't have to sell your stack. Thank me later. Protect yourselves, your family. Preparedness.com. Smash like, subscribe, and I guess I'll say, oh, you know what? Leave a comment below. And I guess I'll say, catch you on the next one. Woo!
One stacker.